What is going on, guys? They call me Ampy. Welcome to another video on the channel today. We have some Destiny gameplay coming in the background. Very old gameplay actually saved to my hard drive. A little different from the stream highlights and the stream gameplays and all that good stuff that you guys love seeing so much. I know. I haven't really recorded locally on my hard drive in quite a while. And like I said, this gameplay is pretty old. And I wanted to do this video because a lot of people have been asking me about Destiny. I know I say that I play a lot of Destiny off stream and occasionally upload a video or a gameplay about the game. I don't really consider myself in the Destiny community. I don't really have a lot of friends that actually play Destiny, that are on PS4 at the very least, and I consider myself pretty much an outsider. I play it when I can, I spend a lot of time on it by myself, kind of do my thing, and I get off. Streaming Destiny would definitely be a change of pace. When I think about the game, it's an entirely different game in itself, much different than Call of Duty, and it's not just an arcade shooter. I can't just play around, talk to the chat, play around, talk to the chat. There's a bunch of different game modes. There's PvP, PvE, and this is not an announcement about streaming Destiny in the future. I'd like to, but I'm not ready to take that step just yet. This video is reserved for telling you guys about the game. You guys want to know if you should buy it or not, since I play a lot of it. I know you guys don't see as much as maybe you'd like to, because just for the simple fact that I'm just playing it to play it. I don't record much gameplay anymore of it. I literally just hop on and I just want to play. I just want to get on, I want to play. Don't want to worry about having recording in the background, and I just want to have some fun. If you guys are looking to buy the game right now, I really do think now is the best time that you could possibly ask for to purchase the game. When I first bought it, the game was 60 bucks, just flat out $60, like most, next-gen games are. There's two expansions in full effect right now, the Dark Below and the House of Wolves, each costing $20 a pop. So technically, I purchased the game for $60, bought each expansion for $20, so I'm basically in the hole for $100 on Destiny at this point in time. They're doing something right now. It's called Destiny Legendary Edition for next gen on PS4 and Xbox One. You can get Destiny and both DLCs, and even the DLC that's set to come out in September, all for a price of $60. So you're saving that extra $40 I spent on DLC, and you're getting the DLC now and the DLC that's set to come out in September. Of course, I've pre-ordered that. That's a separate price, but you're looking at a good price point right now. It's just a $60 flat game. You get everything. There's really no complaining with that. So this is why I'm thinking, let's try to turn some more people over to the game. You're seeing some Crucible gameplay, which is PvP. And I'm going to be quite honest with you guys, the community has been really wrapped up in how unbalanced PvP is. I'm level 26, and normally most of the guns and the weapons are pretty balanced across the board. They say that you're pretty much put to the same level and your guns are pretty much stable and balanced no matter what level you are. Of course, a couple of higher level people are going to have some slight advantage over you. That's the way they tell it to you on paper. Unfortunately, that's not the way it is in the game, and unfortunately the meta right now, the way the game works, is hand cannons, pistols are very, very dominant in PvP. If you don't have one of those guns and one of the select few weapons that you grind for randomly, it can randomly drop at any one of the set activities in the game. If you don't have one of those, you're going to have a very tough time competing. Of course, I'd like to think that I have a decent amount of thumbs, and in this gameplay, I don't have any of those weapons. I am pretty much new to the PS4 Destiny, as it was recorded a couple of months back, but I did hold my own. You guys will see by the end scoreboard, I did do pretty well, but it wasn't easy. It's very difficult when you're getting 2 or 3 shotted up against these pistols when I'm using this pulse rifle that really doesn't do much damage. So PvP is definitely a struggle right now. If you're new to the game, I would say stay away from it if you don't want a headache. I've definitely been angry more than once over some of the stupid gunfights that I get into with PvP. Where this game shines is really about PvE, player versus environment. There are strike missions, there are story missions. Of course, a lot of people argue that there isn't much of a story in Destiny, but they said they're trying to fix that once the September DLC rolls around. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not really worried about it as long as it has some solid gameplay. I'm cool with it. A lot of my friends have been salty about the lack of story, but if you guys have been following Black Ops 3, you know how you have some special agents that have some special abilities. Some people can travel back in time, some people can travel super fast, some people get one-shot pistols, other people get, all kinds of crazy AoE abilities. That actually, I think, in my opinion, since, they're both published by Activision, I think they took that from Destiny. Destiny does have super abilities I can use in both PvP and PvE that actually makes you feel like a real badass. They're adding more supers and abilities, subclasses into the game with the September DLC, which makes me very excited because since you've been playing this game since it first came out, everything is kind of getting a little dull, and everybody just wants some new stuff. The biggest thing that Destiny does is loot. You want some loot? Go grind it out. Some loot drops randomly, like I said, with the PvP weapons. Some loot you guaranteed by doing some 6-player raids. No other FPS MMO really exists on the market right now. Again, drawing from a Call of Duty reference, Advanced Warfare has supply drops in which loot drops out of these crates. Destiny does have chests throughout the game. You do get random drops when you complete missions, so the loot aspect does exist because I think it's drawn from Destiny. It's a solid game. Stay away from PvP, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I've been Ampy. I'll see you guys in the next video.